Hi, my name is Janelle Garcia, and I am the Vice President of Community Impact at Fulfill, the food bank with Monmouth and Ocean counties. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about seniors and food insecurity. But first, a little bit about Fulfill for those of you that aren't familiar. We are destined and ready to solve hunger within Monmouth and Ocean counties. Now, knowing that there are additional seniors who are watching this that might not live in either of those counties, please know your counties also have a food bank that are serving your neighbors in need. So the information that I'll be providing, please understand that, again, you can look for these resources within your own communities. But of course, if you're from Monmouth or Ocean counties, please do reach out to us at Fulfill. So a little bit about food insecurity. What is it? What does it mean? So food insecurity is the lack of consistent access to not only enough food, but also to high quality foods that are going to be beneficial to your health. There's more than 34 million people in the US that are struggling with not having adequate access or healthy foods available to them on a consistent basis. 9 million of those are children, and 1 in 14 seniors are facing hunger in our communities. And of course, when a person's hungry, it goes beyond just having discomfort within your tummy. It can impact a senior's physical health, their mental health, and potentially lead to things like depression. It obviously can lend itself to lower nutrient intake if there isn't enough access to those healthy foods, as well as malnutrition. There can also be a susceptibility to different chronic diseases like diabetes, and also can make it very difficult for seniors to manage any chronic diseases that they do have. But the good news is that hunger is preventable. So here at Fulfill, we actually have a network of nearly 300 agencies that help us bring food to our neighbors. And again, if you're not living in Monmouth and Ocean counties, this is the same for you in your communities. So the way in which we get food to our neighbors is through food pantries, soup kitchens, which provide prepared meals, shelters in schools and after-school programs, as well as through other community distribution sites. We like to distribute groceries and meals through things like mobile pantries. Well, we'll bring out one of our trucks and have not only shelf-stable items, which are very important for our pantries to have, but also things like produce, proteins, as well as dairy products that we know are essential for a balanced diet. Again, we have our after school and summer programs and our senior staples programs, which I will talk about more. We also have some direct distributions from our food bank agencies, as well as through a pantry that's owned by Fulfill called the People's Pantry, which is located in Toms River. But I want to spend some time talking specifically about our Senior Staples program. So Senior Staples has been actually renamed. The U.S. government actually has a federal program called the Commodity Supplemental Food Program, or CSFP. So the goal of CSFP, or as Fulfill likes to call it, the Senior Staples Program, we offer a box of shelf-stable items on a monthly basis to seniors who meet income criteria, which is available to you on our website or through the USDA. Now, our CSFP, or Senior Staples programs, we partner with community organizations that are already serving seniors, because the goal is that we're making it easy for you to get these items. So community organizations can work with us. They set up a time for us to bring these items to them, and seniors are able to come once a month to get those shelf-stable items. Now, next I want to talk to you about SNAP, which is the Supplemental Nutrition Program, commonly known as food stamps. Now, SNAP in America has changed quite a bit since the pandemic. For those of you that may have been receiving SNAP during COVID times, there was something called an emergency allotment that was provided. Unfortunately, as of the beginning of March, those emergency allotments are no longer in place, and people and households are seeing a vast reduction in the monthly SNAP benefits that they're receiving. This could be hundreds of dollars for some families, which can have quite an impact, especially on households that have fixed incomes like a senior household. Now, in the state of New Jersey, the state government has decided that the previous minimums that were available just weren't good enough for New Jersey residents. So we have been able to raise the New Jersey minimum to $95 per household. Now, SNAP benefits are allocated based on income and size of household and some other criteria as well. But minimally, people can expect $95 in SNAP benefits per month. Now, some eligibility criteria to keep in mind. In order to be eligible at a senior status, you must be 60 years or older. There are some cases where the age requirement can be waived, like if you have a disability that is well documented, as well as if you have medical expenses that exceed $35 a month. Now, there's been a lot of talk in the news recently about work requirements being mandatory for people to receive this benefit. This does not hold true for our senior population if you meet the criteria I just mentioned. Now, once you become eligible for SNAP, you remain eligible for 2 years. So 24 months from the time that you certify, you will receive those benefits. You must recertify after that 24-month period is over. And the beauty of SNAP is it's a great way to connect to maybe some other resources that might be beneficial in helping make ends meet month to month. So when you work and do a SNAP application, there's a lot of times where you're automatically eligible for other types of assistance like utility assistance. Now, from a healthcare perspective, there's the obvious Medicare, which most seniors are aware of, but there's also some state health insurance assistance programs, which can be looked at on state government websites for more information. There can also be a great amount of help with prescriptions. We at Fulfill, for example, offer assistance in helping seniors fill out the PAD application, which stands for Pharmaceutical Assistance to the Aged and Disabled. And this, again, helps seniors pay for their monthly prescriptions that they have. There's also a senior gold prescription discount program, as well as others that offer, again, utility assistance, hearing aid assistance, things of that nature. So I highly recommend checking out your local government websites or your state websites for more information. Now, when it comes to hunger in our communities, you never know what neighbors might be in need. And so what I like to recommend to our seniors, especially for those that are looking for some social interaction or just ways to give back, is to volunteer. So I know at Fulfill, as well as at our 5 other sister food banks in the tri-state area, we welcome our seniors to come and volunteer with us. So some different things that you might be able to do is help us work in our sort room where we go through our donated products to make sure that they're safe and of high quality to give to our neighbors. You can help us with mailings. You can help us plant gardens in schools, as well as help distribute food through mobile pantries. And then, of course, there's other opportunities for community engagement. You can help represent your food bank, or Fulfill specifically, at fundraisers, or help us table at different community events, or even march in parades. Again, lots of opportunities to give back in different ways. And most especially, if you're a neighbor in need, it's a great way just to connect with others and understand more about resources that are available to help you and others that are in need. So for more information, please come and visit us at fulfillnj.org or visit the Feeding America website to see directly in your community, if you're not in Monmouth or Ocean counties, where you can get additional food assistance or some social service assistance as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.